Hi everyone, this is Joseph Network TV bringing to you more accurate news from all around the world. Please kindly subscribe to our channel if you're yet to do so, and if you have done so, we say thank you. Now to the news. Nigeria needs new constitution to forestall another war, ex-presidents. The agitation for a new political order and arrangement in Nigeria got a new convert in former President Obasanjo on Saturday. He canvassed a new constitution for the country as against an amendment one. He also hailed the Southwest governors for what he called their courage in establishing the Western Nigerian Security Network, Operation Amotekun, to check insecurity in the region. Obasanjo, who spoke at the first annual Frederick Fashion Memorial Lecture in Lagos, said nothing has united the people of the West or Southwest like Amotekun since Nigeria's independence in 1960. He stressed that a new political order and arrangement will strengthen Nigerians' unity and make room for healthy and useful competition among its component parts. It has become imperative for the executive and the legislative arm of government, he said, to work together to establish a constituent assembly charged with the responsibility of fashioning a new constitution for the country. Obasanjo recalled how Nigerians' disenchantment with the current political structure started with the quest for new or true federalism during his tenure. The referendum, he said, has since charged to restructuring. He feared that the next phase could turn out to be called for self-determination by one or more geopolitical groups or zone, which will not be easy to suppress. He said he was one of those who underestimated the Biafran rebellion, saying it would not last 3 to 6 months, only to stretch to 30 months. If after more 10 years of fighting the Boko Boys is still waxing strong, let nobody out of self-delusion think that a problem of self-determination by one or more political zones of Nigeria with the present dissentment will be easily suppressed by the rest of what may remain of the country, he says. He said most of the assumptions in 1999 Constitution as amended have been found to be unrealistic in practice by any administration that wishes to put them in the rubbish bin. He added, this is the situation today. Let us put our experiences to work and fashion out a political order and arrangement that will strengthen our togetherness while making room for healthy and useful competition within the one entity, Nigeria. The former president, who spoke under the theme Walking the Talk yesterday, today, and tomorrow, says Nigeria does not need to go the way of the former Yugoslavia, Sudan, or Rwanda, or Somalia. His words, none of this country knew the avoidable and decisive end from the beginning. Let us learn from the experiences of others and of our founding fathers who resolved their political differences through dialogue and debate without resulting to violence or separation, but accommodation, telling themselves hard truth, tolerance, and give and take spirit. That was the foundation of Nigeria at independence, and let it continue to be. If all we are interested in is power and not holding the country together wholesomely, we may hold the mirage of power and lose the nation or the country to us by our founding fathers. Obasanjo said the bid by the National Assembly to amend the Constitution once again is commendable. This, he added, is because members of the National Assembly are fully aware of the danger and want to be proactive. He says, but the Nigerian Constitution does not give the National Assembly the power to write a new constitution, but the power to amend the existing one. What is required is a new constitution to meet the agitations and aspirations of all Nigerians and to align all fears. The executive and the legislature need to work together to establish a constituent assembly. The exercise must not be compromised like the present constitution. It must have full legitimacy of we the people. He said he would continue to tell Nigerians, nevertheless, that we should remain one. He said he is not prepared to be a second-class citizen for the sake of one Nigeria, and that he would wish the same for his children. The former president commended the governors of the Southwest region for putting aside their political differences for the sake of the security and well-being of their people. He said the current national security architecture has failed, and that is why state governors have resorted to various measures, including paying hunters and vigilantes to join effort to curb in the insecurity of the state or of the nation. Whatever we may feel individually or collectively by these different measures, these governors must be commended, and where necessary, they should be helped to refine and make robust and efficient and effective measures they have taken from Katsina to Zamfara, from Adamawa to Benue, and from southeast to southwest. From my personal observation, as I talked to people and people across the board talk to me, nothing has united the people of Southwest like Amotekun since independence, except independence itself. Not even the civil war, such as unfiltered. I commend the governor of Southwest for their bold and courageous measure taken beyond political parties' affiliation to improve security architecture and care for their citizens. Security measures are never static, and security is the responsibility of all, but by appointment and election, some have more responsibility than others. So the first Frederick Fashion Memorial Lecture was to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the OPC and 1-year memorial of Fashion, who passed away on December 1, 2018. He described the late OPC founder as a true and committed Nigerian who stood out as a beacon of hope for the less privileged. Though he was learned and well-traveled, he thought nothing of freely associating himself, and people who were beneath his social status, he added. Obasanjo said ironically, the late Frederick Fashion role as the founder of the OPC has overshadowed his antecedents as a medical doctor, he said. Undoubtedly, he wanted to be free, you know, that attempt the running of public institutions in Nigeria instead of remaining in loot to bide his time and warm the chair. He resigned honorably. This led to his quitting loot to set up Isi Hope Clinic in 1978, which later became Best Hope Hospital. The hospital flourished and grow. Among the clients was the Dock Worker Union of Nigerian Labour Congress. His medical reviving the kidney of a lady, So Obasanjo said he agreed to attend the event because the OPC president, Are Prince, told him that his group is the reformed faction that have good ideas and new ideas and that follows the ideas of the late Frederick Fashion. Do you really agree with the former president by what he says? He says they don't need to amend the new constitution, the constitution we have right now. That Nigeria need a new constitution entirely. But for me, seriously, I don't know, and I've never heard in any place all around the world that the constitution of a country is being renewed. What we hear is they keep amending it to make it perfect. But for him to call for total new one, I don't understand what he's saying. And if really he feels that we need a new one, he was the president of Nigeria for 8 years. Why can't he give us a new constitution? Why is it that he's saying it now? For me, I just think he wants to be relevant. That is why he keeps shouting, he keeps talking all around the place about this new constitution. He wants to be relevant. He wants people to still say, this man is still talking. What do you really think? Your comment is important. We need your comment. We want your comment, and we'll be waiting for your comments. And once again, please, if you are yet to subscribe to our channel, please do so. And if you have done so, we love you. We say thank you. Bye.